Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Привет, бусинка. Yes, I'm showing today. I'm fine today. My eye like new. They replaced with AI driven. I. How are you? Okay, we all good. I hope. Aurora, Darcy, Richie. Hello guys. Glad to see you. Whew. Yesterday I went to watch these meteorite showers. You know that it was once a year event for several hours. It was unfortunately not that clear sky, but it was great. Whew, it was falling. Quite interesting night. Didn't sleep much, but the good thing that I'm here and you're here, and we have lots of things to talk about. Anish, good afternoon. Nice, Darcy. We went to this observatory, but it was closed because of the not really clear sky. We managed to see it anyway. Alrighty, so good to go. Let's start with the first. Oh, it's Team. It will be a course, guys. Course about AI and photography, how to blend it all together. It's something that I was thinking a long time ago, and this is the example. Team, it's great. This is great. We'll do something cool for the course. Now we are ready to do it. So it was the picture and AI generated background. Cool, very nice. Aurora next year, but it's a matter of sky, of course. So all is great here. This is one of the best examples, guys. I don't think I have anything to critique here. Tim is a great photographer and our instructor, so yeah, very cool, like Max said. Let's move forward. We have lots of things to talk about. Okay, Nairi. I have this, I've seen it before, right? You just replacing backgrounds, or because I definitely already talked about this bracelet. Anything you changed? Well, you didn't tell anything, but what I can tell, it's good. It's really good. I like what I see. Maybe a little bit, Nairi, you know, guys, what I'm going to tell, right? You should know it. Little gemstones, they're dark here. They shouldn't be that dark. Okay? All is nice, all is sparkly. That there is definition, there are all the details on these little guys, but they're not as bright as they could be. Nairi, you can do it in post-production. Look at this. Some of them, especially on top one, are really shiny. Make these guys on the lower one brighter. Increase contrast. Make sure to increase contrast as well when you increase in brightness. And they should be good. Because you have everything. It's just a little bit of Photoshop. Otherwise, very nice shot. What I like here, I remember it was previously, I don't see much of the gradient and colors changing. Sort of like I didn't see transparency on this green, on big green gemstones, whatever is this. And I love the way that you've done here. First of all, we have reflections. Then we have this gradient, so we see the transparency with a little bit of transparency, which is good. We see these clouds inside the gemstone. This is very good. Here the same. Again, reflection and some transparency. Looks very nice. Metal is nice. Again, we have gradient here, right? On each little piece. We have reflection. And here again, a little bit of, well, not really gradient, but still good, very good picture. So Neri, I would call it perfect, almost perfect. This should be, each one by one should be brighter. Cool. Yeah, this is for e-commerce, I guess. This is more like for portfolio. Cool way to make the shadow. Oh, well, it's not shadow, it's reflection. Yeah, dark reflection. It's lots of glue, hot gun glue. But I guess if it holds there, then it's completely fine. Let's see. Nice, interesting. You have this little reflections here. Then you kind of eliminate it, but still. Good work. Thank you. 1/60 of a second. Interesting why. Was it, Neri, question for you, was it continuous lighting? If yes, then no problem. And again, ISO 200, I assume it was continuous lighting. Because if it was strobe, then it should be ISO 100. I think it should be there. Well, 200, the same thing basically. There is no noise, so it's okay. But shutter speed I would set to X sync. Okay, when you use strobe, X sync. If it's not strobe, then no questions. You didn't specify what kind of lighting. It's better actually to know what kind of lighting than the camera. Camera and lens, not that important. Focal length of the lens, maybe. Okay. Okay. Now, this issue on the fabric, right? Arthur, it's Moiré, right? This is how it's called, Moiré. And you cannot do anything. It's matter of physics of your camera sensor, basically. And there are filters in front of the sensors, which may introduce this. There are cameras with Moiré filter, which eliminates this, but it also kills the sharpness a little bit, like any filter in front of the sensor. Without it, it usually more resolution, well, not resolution in pixels, but visual resolution, more details, but patterns like we see here. You cannot do anything. There are ways, I think, to kind of fight with it in Photoshop, but in general, from what I read, you need to avoid shooting this patterns, So how to avoid if it should be done? I don't know. I think it's filters. You can try different filters. Usually it's infrared filter that I think help to kill this. I think, but without that filter, well, not sure about infrared. So there are cameras without filters. Sony has it for sure, but unfortunately they have this type of stuff. Definitely not the lens, the camera, the sensor. Okay. And guys, you remember about the challenge? Well, somehow we missed making an announcement. Probably we'll do announcement. But anyway, you still have time. We'll talk about it at the end of our review. Richie has this. Actually, Richie has some beautiful stuff here. That vodka I've seen. Wow. Let's talk about this first. Very nice and moody composition. I like it. Let's see. So there is no details. What kind of background? It's digital background for sure. I like the way that you've done all this. It has that interesting, that kind of look, like it's oily a little bit, This is what happens when you have a little bit too much diffusion. You know, it looks good. It looks good. It adds this kind of specific mood. But in terms of correct reproduction, it's a little bit on that on a soft side. So why oily? It really looks like glass, both on glass and on the bottle, was covered with tiny film of some oil or something, like when you wiped it, but not completely. And it has a little bit of diffusion reflected, which clean glass doesn't have. So this is what happens when you don't have the sharp cutoff lines. Okay. Ideal situation when you have sharp cutoff line. Look at the bottle. Look here. This side, the right side, look a little bit more glossier than left side. Only because we have at least something close to be sharp cutoff line over here. So basically sharp reflection. So it looked glossy. Here there is no sharp reflection. It look matte. Okay. Again, it's a moody. It looks nice. It's nice diffusion. Same here on the glass. But ideal station when you have this sharp cutoff line at least somewhere. Like here, if you would have the black line and sharp cutoff line between black and your gradient, a little bit strange gradient, like two waves, but still it's fine. If you made that, you can make actually this line in Photoshop to make it glossy. It will look glossier, okay, if you just add it. The ice is great. I assume it's fake ice because it looks good. And I love the way that, you know, the light comes through it. So it's very nice. In terms of composition, Moiré? Oh, not Moiré. Okay, Moiré. Thank you, Moiré then. In Russian, I think it's Moir. Yeah, Moir. That's how we call it. Richie composition. I like your background. It's very nice background. But this tree is, I mean, it's too little. The perspective, I understand that the tree can be far away, but since we don't see the table and where it ends, the table kind of blends into the horizon. And because of the tree, it's horizon line. And it looks strange. I wouldn't use the tree there. I mean, really, Rich, what's the reason to have the tree? You have nice table. You have all this, yeah, that's kind of fake wood, right? And it looks great. I'm just not sure that trees should be there. I don't think so. I love this. This, you know, specular highlight. Like it, yeah. So, good work. And it's actually smoke, sort of like a smoke in the background. It's very nice. It's digital, right? At least partially digital. But I would remove tree. I don't see trees there. You can crop it a little bit, you know. If you crop it somewhere like this. Well, talking about the width of the image. The height, of course, don't touch it. And eliminate tree, it will be just perfect. It will be a little bit more vertical. Because now it's square. Wondering, is it like, was it AI generated background? Please supply more information. Rich, next time, you know, just a little bit tell us, you know, how you did it, where you got the components of the image. Specifically, things that we don't see on the lighting setup. Okay, background is clearly digital. Photoshop Capture One. Okay, and let's move forward. Good work. Very good work, actually, Rich. Very good. Arthur fighting with this stuff. R, and what's the difference between ISR and then R6? Yeah, it's a sensor, different sensor, exactly what you see here. As far as I remember, bigger pixel on the sensor, physically larger pixels, have a less tendency to have this Moiré. Okay. Just because it's same as like diffraction issue. I think it is part of the diffraction. Could be, not sure though. Smaller physical sensors, especially packed with lots of pixels, like R6. What kind of, is it crop sensor? I'm wondering. What kind of camera is this? No, it doesn't actually. It doesn't look like it's a crop sensor. It's a, no, it's not crop sensor, right? And then, but how many pixels? 24. Okay. And what about R? Canon R. How many pixels? R8, R6, R5. No, there is no R, right? So, I don't remember. I don't know. R5. Strange. I don't know. Oh yeah, it's no, still don't know. Maybe it was R7 or something else. Very strange. Strange that I don't know what kind of camera the R is. So yeah, definitely difference within the sensor and UV filter. Like GW told you, any filter in front will kind of help. And the UV filter, yes, it probably will help to add the blur and remove this. It's just camera trying to squeeze as much as possible resolution, the optical resolution from this, and it happens. Wondering if Arthur you will add UV filter and show us the result. Please continue your kind of finding solution and tell us, okay? Okay, Aurora. Woo! We have something beautiful. Very nice. Very nice, Aurora. This is what I'm talking about. Remember your first images, you know, when you start posting the group. Huge progress. Wow, love to see it. Really. Small image though. Submit larger. Just a little bit larger. Easier to see details, because you see when I make it enlarge here, there is no details. Physically, technically, compositionally, it's good. It's really good. In the background, the coffee, oh, it's roasted, so dark. I like it a little bit more on the blonde side. But yeah, here it's, I mean, this is correct coffee with this image, since the bottle is black, almost black, so it's very good. There is something here on top. You know what? Slightly higher. You cannot change it, and again, it's okay like this, but look at this. If you shoot slightly lower, it will be one line. We don't see top at all, which is not good. But here we start looking, I mean, seeing the top, but it's like, it's not enough to have little oval. I would put camera a little bit higher, so we see the oval here, a little bit more visible, you know, a little bit more defined oval on top, and perfect, okay? And this is very nice, this jar. Photo base, hello, yeah. What else? I would also fix this cap, the top one, in Photoshop a little bit more on existing photo. I would make this this tiny line, the reflection, you know, all the way, like bright. You can have like a gradient on it a little bit, but I would fix this little thing here, okay? Like this line, for example. Look at this; it's beautiful. So same line here, and yeah, I love the reflection. It's very nice too. Yeah. And looks like on this corner, look at this. I see the table where it ends. This line is fine, and this corner, it's not necessary to be there. So fix it in Photoshop, just continue this line, the horizon line, you know, the table, that other edge of the table, and cut this little triangle, remove it. My monitor has, I mean, it's bright, so I see, you know, I see all the imperfections. I remove it, and will be perfect, almost perfect. That's it. I think that's it. Yeah. So good job, Aurora. Thank you. Very good. F4.5, unusual. And it's policy buff. Why you used ISO 200? I don't know. Yeah. Well, anyway, I heard ISO 200 is good. I mean, you don't see, you won't tell difference, but I always tend to use ISO 100 just to have the maximum of the, you know, the resolution and everything. And actually, it should be native ISO. Usually, 100 is at least one native ISO. But if your camera has 200 native ISO, smaller cameras, you know, smaller sensor has it, maybe it's a good idea to shoot 200. But the best resolution, you know, best amount of details and dynamic range on the native ISO of the camera without any amplification or downfication. Okay. Okay, that's me saying that it will be announcement and saying that it won't be announcement. Sorry. Now, Rafael, I remember. Oh, 200. It's a shutter speed. Okay, then it's perfect. All is good. Yeah. Soon. Okay. That's me. Yeah, good. It's relatively shallow depth of field though, Michelle, but all in focus, so no questions. It's good. Cool. So what is this, Rafael? This is your cake. Okay. Yeah, remember you had excuse me. You had these issues with previous shot. I was speaking about something like this last time, and this done better. There is no overexposure. Okay, lots of details. It's still slightly dark here, which is fine. It's okay. It's okay. Probably the biggest drawback here is the condition of your strawberry. Okay, it's start decaying, it's getting dry. What I would suggest you can use glycerin, or if you won't eat it after that, you can use some sort of like syrup, you know, clear sugar syrup, and cover, you know, some sort of like a brush. Try to make it moisturize, add moisture. I add this sort of like a glaze. You see, the glaze looks nice on these fruits. If you add it, actually it's here too, you know, a little bit, like little brush with that syrup. Glycerin the best, but again, if you want to eat it, probably glycerin is not best choice, but it will make a difference. It will. You need to work on it. If you don't have better piece, more fresh, then try to fix this one, because this is the biggest issue here. Okay, the lighting is fine. I still not a big fan of this background, this pattern, because for example, for me, I don't understand, by looking at this image, I don't understand how we got this. Clearly table is glossy black, right? Glossy black table. We have, it's plexiglass, there is no double reflection in it, so all is good. Then I don't see, almost don't see, there is tiny line that shows where it ends, but it's almost invisible. And then at some point it turns into this like a marble wall, and it's relatively close to the table, so it doesn't look like a real wall that is far away. Okay, and we have this pattern, and it's slightly out of focus. If it would be blurry, that would be better. So with given given setup, I wouldn't use this background. I would use probably just a spot on just a black background, for example, to get some reflection, maybe even on a table, maybe without reflection on the table, but some spot. Or if this background, I would move it further away, so it will be darker, and it will be way more blurry, because almost look like a smoke. Again, smoke would be better. For me, it doesn't look like a smoke because it's still too sharp. I see those lines which tells definitely it's not smoke. It really looks like a marble, but somehow it's really close. You know what it reminds me? If let's say I sit on a table in a restaurant or in a cafe next to a wall, and then I put my cake just like next to the wall, like 1 feet away, less than 1 feet away, and then take a picture. And yeah, this is like a marble wall. Not the best background. Okay, so Raphael, lighting is good, even though I would put a little bit more light on this side. You can do it in Photoshop. Slightly more brightness somewhere here, not like flat brightness, but with dodge and burn, maybe just make it a little bit brighter. Then this issue with propping it, or styling, preparing for the shot. Food is really sometimes requires lots of work to make it look nice and juicy and tasty and all this. It should be done here. And yeah, I would get rid of this background. Excuse me, what is going on? Yeah, I see. So yeah, this background is too close. I know it's small background, so maybe just I use a black paper behind, like 5 feet away, and then you can always make a slight spot on it. Really, with the spot it will be cool. I really see it. You back up camera a little bit because it's too close, and then some spot behind, like halo sort of, would be really nice. I'm telling you, it would be really, really nice. Try it next time. Okay? Thank you, Raphael. Next one. Lisa. Lisa, you have this new photo of this gray goose. Raphael, this is what I'm talking about. This type of background, slightly darker, would be perfect for you. Slightly darker. Like 2 times. 2 times darker. So Lisa, yes, I like it. This is nice, very nice. Very nice. I have gradient. We don't see, well, there is a little bit of reflection here, which is bright. Again, completely fine. It's a little bit more reflective than it looks like, this goose. I think it's kind of glossy, but again, it looked a little bit glossy, which is completely fine. And the main thing here, which is good, that gradient, we have brighter edges, we have darker center. What makes the shape, it looks like it has volume, it looks like it's not flat, which is perfect. The camera is slightly below the center, and yeah, we do have this, maybe you can do a little bit lower, but again, it's okay, it's not straight line, there is a little arc on top, which is completely fine. I'm wondering, guys, is it rotatable? Sometimes you can rotate this cap to avoid this little thing. It's minor. It's minor. You can even fix in Photoshop, but if it's possible, you can rotate with a little bit nicer side of the cap, if it's possible. What else? This almost look like fingerprint. Like, you know, it's a matte glass, right? When you have something moisture or oily on it, it will become a little bit more transparent. This spot look for me kind of a little bit strange. Almost like it's like you touch it there with a little bit oils on your fingers, and it left this kind of spot. Try to kind of eliminate it if possible. Again, not many people will notice it, but some can do. yeah, it's not about opening. Sometimes you can rotate it without opening, you know, this plastic stuff, but probably because of this no, you can't rotate it here. I understand. Yeah. So good. Nice and balanced. Yeah. So good job, Lisa. Good job. I like it. Oh, this is nice. Anyone who doesn't have good diffusers yet, I see, guys, you sometimes using some sort of like a blankets that you hang to make a diffuser. This is the best shape, and the way is to do it yourself. This frame is what you can buy. Okay, you can make it yourself if you can weld this type of rods. If not, you can buy it, and then you put any type of diffusion material on it. And because of this frame, it's easy to fix it on any position. So this type of diffuser you can, you know, place any way you want, and this is what will help you a lot with the reflections and with everything. We'll talk about bottles. We'll have more bottles soon. So yeah, 2 diffusers like this, and the larger one even better. Good. Thank you, Lisa. Okay, my favorite. Richie. That's awesome. This is awesome. This is great work. And especially the one with we will see it in a moment. So I think, well, this almost looks like as is comparing to this one. But no, you didn't fix it. Yeah, the last one, it's definitely more dramatic, more impactful. It's very cool addition to the picture. But let's see this one as is. So the biggest concern here, because the shot is really nice. What is going on with your eyes? All this. It almost look like from the further distance, it looked like little tiny bubbles when you use water, not spirit. With acrylic eyes, if you put just liquid, the water, tap water, it will start forming little bubbles, and it starts looking like this. But it's from a little further away. When I look closely, it doesn't look like those little bubbles. It looks like something which, I don't know. In any case, the eyes, the beauty of eyes, natural eyes or acrylic eyes, it's transparency. Why we use acrylic ice? Because it's transparent. It's hard to get really nice ice from the fridge. Somehow it lost on the submerged part, you know, under the liquid. The top one looks nice. It almost doesn't have this. So somehow you get it, and it ruins a lot. If it's visible, and it is visible, unfortunately. So do something about it. I don't know what kind of ice, how does it look like. Try, for example, if instead of liquid, maybe if you pour glycerin there, if your ice has some sort of like imperfection, the surface is not polished, the glycerin will kind of polish it. It will kill any you know scratches or whatever is this. Think about it, okay? A heavy liquid will do the job for you. It's about Kavorka. Yeah, you get set freezer temper lower, get clear ice cube. Yes, that's agree. I am. There is a way to make clean ice on the fridge. It's actually not about temp. I mean, you can do lower temperature, but sometimes it's harder with our regular freezers. They don't have much of the room to make it really low. What if you Google, you can find the way to make that type of ice. First, you need to have not tap water, but like kind of filtered water with our reverse osmosis filter. Then you need to kind of let it stay to get the rest of gases out. So it should be the least amount of gases. Probably you can even, no, not sure about making warm. Then you put it there. You don't freeze the whole thing. You freeze like 30-40% of it. And then you take it, and it should be clear ice. And you pour water, out. So there is a way. But again, it's lots of work, and it will melt while you're shooting. And sometimes you can shoot for hours. A composition like this, even though it looks kind of easy, but it's not. Acrylic ice is the actual solution. Good acrylic ice. So Richie, it's way better than ice you used before, but it could be even more better with better ice. And slow freezing, yeah. We only need to solve the freezing issue. Okay, the composition, all these openings is cool. You have this post-production kind of a little bit, I think it's a little bit too much here. Something is going on top. Look at this. This area, if you enlarge it, it's almost like some sort of like a haze. I don't know, like what is going on there. It's definitely, well, at least for me, it looked like a mistake in Photoshop. You've been doing something, maybe cleaning or, blurring, and somehow you blur the edge of your bottle, which shouldn't be there. Then, well, slight things. Again, it's not visible. I'm pixel, picking. This gray line, you see there is something on it. Which not necessary to be. It's really nice here when it's nice and smooth and like clean dark line. You just follow the way all the way down. Okay, clean all this a little bit, but it will help. If it's possible, try to polish in Photoshop this stuff. I don't know how, but really, it's something that you need to fix. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking would I leave it or not, but it's probably it's okay. Talking about this piece of paper on top, it's okay. This is straight line, but again, it's okay. I understand that it's different heighting and everything. It's okay like this. Ideal, it should be a little curve, but it will be lots of perspective distortion if you would use wider angle lens for this. What kind of lens? We don't see it. Okay. I think I looked at your portfolio before, right? Yeah. I don't remember how it was. but now it looks really good. Yeah, I like it. What about home? Nice. Yeah, I remember now. This is really nice. I love the top one. Right to the point. I open your URL, the top homepage basically, right? Everything is here. Beautiful imagery. Yeah, here you see you managed to have arc here. You see this is the top one, and here your camera is really low. Here you didn't do it. You didn't put too low because probably the bottle is really high, and it should be really low to make oval from underneath. So yeah, I understand why you did it this way, but this looks better in terms of composition, just because we have yeah, and this is too, you see, very nice. Okay, and the final one, I guess this is the final one. I love it. Yeah, it's kind of completed advertisement. Very nice, very nice. It's interesting. You know what I will do? With your permission, Richie, I'll try to feed it into AI to make animation. It's called Stability AI. When it's very simple, and actually I will have a workshop, guys, if you're interested. Probably I'll announce it first. I will do for Russian speaking for my friends, and then I'll do for everyone. There is very easy way to run AI on a cloud. I mean, you don't need to have a computer or anything. You pay like 20 cents per hour, so it's nothing for like several hours experiments. You run in there, and what you do, it doesn't require any prompt. You supply the image, and it will animate it, like short animation, like 5-second animation, based on how the AI will understand the image. So different images, animation is quite different because there is no other like prompt or where you can tell what to do, what kind of, where you can move camera. It decides itself. It's interesting what will decide here. I don't know, because the results are very different on different pictures. Some pictures, like if it sees the road with the car, for example, it starts moving the car on the road. If it sees, I don't know, the sky and clouds, the clouds start moving. Water start flowing because it just understands what it is. It's funny to see what it will be here. I'll post it. Okay. I'll post on this video once it's done. Again, if you guys are interested, let me know. I can do this workshop for you as well. What you do, you sit, and with me you'll be able to run Stable Diffusion your own. It's not like corporate or whatever like Midjourney. You run it on a cloud which you rent, and it can do all kind of things for you. There is no limitations almost. It's like really cool. So Richie, very, very, very good work. Congratulations. This is the best. I mean, I think it's one of the best you work, but you have very good portfolio in any case. Yeah, nice and solid portfolio. This one is, I like the idea. Close up, lots of texture, but for this type of shot you need to have a little bit different condition of the item, of this cake. This one, it's not sexy. It should be almost like perfectly looking because of the close-up. I may suggest to even take it away from your portfolio, really, because it's not, it doesn't look good. It's a styling. I mean, the lighting is great, sharpness is great. Yeah, the rest is very nice. Cool. You soon may split it into kind of subdivisions, like Beverage, I don't know, product or electronics or whatever, cosmetics. If you have a lot, so instead of like putting all in the same bucket, you can do like a drop down, and but it's fine for now. Okay, thank you. Let's move. I think Ephraim. We have this first product photo. So cool. No behind the scene, but we have this photo. Wow, such a sharpness. Very nice. I mean, it's so clean. Talking about the subject, it's like the gradients. This is the perfect gradients that I love. Almost perfect. Almost. Look at, there is some little bit. I don't know what is going on. Why you have this? Probably your diffuser is too thin. We may see the strip box behind it through the diffuser. This is why this have line. There is line. I don't know. Not sure, because this one is perfect. You know, the gradient on the other side. The reflection, colors, everything is super nice. The background, even though it's kind of it's Soviet Union type of tile background, but it's okay. I mean, it looks nice here. So this is I absolutely love it. You know, this pedestal, everything, the table. And then we have this strange thingy. I know it's coffee, but Ephraim, I mean, it doesn't look like coffee. From far away, I was like, what is going? I don't want to tell what first came to my mind. I have screwed mind, but really, if I see from far away, I really start guessing what is going on here. On a clean table, there is something really dark, and usually coffee beans is not done this way. Like Aurora did lots of coffee, for example. It's fine, we have lots of coffee, and you know, here on this like surgically clean table, I don't know, I wouldn't put it this way. I would put, you know, it's hard to tell, but first I would take it away completely. Okay, that's one thing. Another thing, it can be glass with this cold brew coffee. If it's cold, it's you drink it with from a glass, right? It's not like a coffee cup. It's usually for hot espresso with the foam and stuff. This one, again, I don't know. You don't heat up it, right, guys? You drink it as is. So maybe a glass with even with ice and coffee next to it, actually here, will be really cool. But these beans, I don't see them here, really. Just because you have such composition. If it would be a wooden table, for example, then yeah. And again, if you put it this way, it should be a little bit higher pile. Maybe few of them are detached, like, you know. So like if somebody will just pour it there, few bins will jump away, and it will be a little pile, and it will look like naturally sitting there. Then it's fine. Again, warm colors, wooden table, darker probably, will be fine. With this white, no, it just, this piece doesn't belong here. I don't know, guys. If you think different, tell me. But I really think that it shouldn't be there. Move them into platform with some lighting. Yeah, it could be different, many things. Yeah, again, bigger pile, some spotlighting maybe on them. Maybe some rugs, you know, or how you called it, big containers for the coffee. I forgot the name. In Russian, it's mishok. I don't know how it's here. But not on this background, and especially this digital background. Cool idea with this light. It kind of plays along. Nice. So Ephraim, good work. No coffee beans. Okay, next. Lucy, welcome. Guys, when you introduce yourself, it's super cool. If you have, I mean, I appreciate and welcome. If you have a portfolio or you have an Instagram account, for example, like Dave, hello Dave, welcome to the group. If you say, hey, you know, it will be for my Instagram channel, blah, 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 share it. Maybe you have at least a few pictures there, because I would love to see your work. So, why not? Maybe not for critique, just for hello. So guys, Lucy and Dave, welcome to the group. Looking forward to see your work. You mean it needs some action? Aurora, what are you talking about? Action? This one? No. Just this group of bins. No. It shouldn't be just, I would take them away on the existing setup. No action. And if action, then glass with this coffee on ice. If it's appropriate. Okay, Anish. You have a lot of things, I mean lots of images. Good work though, always good work. As I understand, it's digital background plus real photography, and yeah, that's very nice. I don't have anything to critique here. What I forgot the name. What I was talking. Nair, the bracelet with green gemstone. This is what how this little gemstone should look like. We here in Facebook we have lost some definition. But I think it's because of the lack of resolution. I think it's with high resolution, it will be perfect because they're shiny and nice. Metal, everything looks great. So this is outstanding work. Yeah, okay. The coffee. Aurora, yeah, I would take it away. No coffee here. No coffee. Yeah, Anish, good work. No critique for this one, except compliments. Then sausage. You know what? I'm not a big fan of sausage, especially not a big fan of sausage with the sauce, which is not standing on the table but want to kind of, you know, fall. I know what is going on with this one, really. I mean, why it's falling, why it's like it's ready to be poured, or for me it looks like a table, so I'm not getting why is this. And the main issue here is this huge white space, which is it looks like overexposed. There is nothing there. Then there is huge the big reflection here, which makes the whole thing like a little bit like a haze. It's almost like when you put too much light on the background and it's flaring the lens, it loses contrast. This is what I see here. It's kind of, it's almost like sort of like soft filter. I don't see that, you know, contrast sharpness. Crop is probably, well, not sure. But this guy, it doesn't look nice here. I mean there. Yeah, related. Yeah, I'll see. Of course, we will talk about all this. So I'm not a big fan of this. I think you can do better because it's just too much light on the background. Okay, this one. This is on this label. It looks nice. This is I like it. You see, there is you fix all this stuff on the background and think, yeah, that's perfect. But I don't know how you made it. Well, Photoshop, yes. Then yes. So yeah, Photoshop is good. Yeah, this is nice. That's what I'm talking about. Contrast is back, and everything is there. Yeah, it's better. Again, this is too much, but you know what you're doing. You knew what you're doing, and yeah, the result is good. The label is nice. So kudos. Good work. Okay. Yeah, you know, I understand this is top-down, sort of like a shot. For me, it looks strange when there is a bowl like this, and at the angle, because of the angle of the camera, it looks like it's sliding almost. I don't think it looks strange. Okay, I like this better because it's just standing on the table, not sliding, and kind of a little bit more balanced. Okay, and the composition, the whole thing. This may look better. I mean, it's kind of, it's not overlapping, you know, those two subjects, but somehow this crooked positioning, the angle looks strange to me. Okay. Technically, yeah, nice. We have the highlights, we have shadows, we have here and there, and it looks tasty. Not a problem. Yeah. Nice. That's cool. You kind of you manage shoot, you know, complementary background, like with almost the same colors as some part of the main subject, and it looks good. So yeah, I remember your work when you've been using a lot of those colored backgrounds on the food. This one, for example, this is fine. It's top down, nothing is falling, everything is on the table, all is good. The first one was kind of strange angle. This is nice. This is very nice. Yeah. Be careful with this. It shouldn't touch the edge. Or cut it, or maybe slightly. This is fine. So maybe I would move backup camera slightly more. Not big deal. Just a little bit tension here, you know, when it's almost touching, like bzz. So yeah, the rest is fine. These images have been used for poster design. Okay, I understand. Then it's fine. Okay. Good. Thank you. And this one, that's a cool idea with those hands, even though they look like almost like, I think was it plastic hands? Not sure. Was it Photoshop? Probably Photoshop. But cool idea. And the item looks perfect. Very nice. When you do close up, the reflection, you know, shows that many softboxes, you have lots of light, so you put all of them there. It's not a big issue, but again, if it will be on this scale, if you need close up, and those little reflections on these spherical gemstones, they look a little bit kind of strange because of all this that you have lighting set up. Maybe you can, well, Photoshop, you can do always Photoshop, or you know, with spherical stuff, the cone, shooting cone, usually the best choice. But there are other issues with the cone. Metal may not be looking as good as here. So it's up to you. But definitely with close-up, I would try to at least do in Photoshop, you know, some sort of like more uniform reflection, like almost from a cone, let's say, some sort of like a gradient on those guys. Lots of work in post-production though. Center V of the hand with the lowest part of the knuckles. So, coworker, you're saying that you move the hand a little bit to the left? Well, maybe. I don't have any issues like this. I like it this way too. No, I mean, for me it looks cool. Yeah, but maybe. Yeah. Good. Actually, very good for all. I like it. This hands, it's a little bit strange. because of the scale. Scale is quite different, right, between this and that. But why not? It will be eye-catching for sure. Yeah, this one is less. I mean, hands less fit here. I think there it's really cool because I don't know. It's like that hourglass sort of composition, which is very nice. Here it's not that there, it's just hanging in the air, and then these earrings. But if you need those hands, it's okay. Here, in my opinion, they not fitting that well. Technically done very well. Very well. Reflections, cool reflection. So many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the table 5, or maybe even more diffusers, so boxes, a lot. Cool. Thank you, Anish. Good work. Thank you for sharing. And this one, you have this interesting distinctive. It's like almost like your style, I think. This yellow gold, the way that you make it, post-production and everything, it's almost like a glowing from inside. And especially because of the background that you choose wisely and choose to make a maximum impact of, from the subject. This gray, dark shades on the background, and this gold, it's shiny and glowing. It's very cool. I like it. Like I said, it's like a style. Okay. The realization was that people like to get their hands on the product urgently. I see, yeah. Well, I didn't get it. For me, it was a little bit different impression here. It's almost like a praying or something, like when you pray to the God. This is what I've seen it, like some sort of like the sign or whatever, and people like. Here I didn't see it, but definitely I didn't see it from like marketing standpoint. Hey, I want to grab it, but maybe if there is a way to see it this way, then it is. Different minds, different visualizations. So on this one, Anish, yeah, it's super popping up. It's almost on the edge of being, like too separated from the background, because background is really like a low key, and this is super, super bright. And I don't see if you have enough reflections and shadows on the background to make it like a fit, to make it be real. But still, it works the purpose. Yeah, a little bit of here. Maybe you can do a little bit. Well, actually, there is a reflection, so it's fine. You just kind of really make it stand out. Again, your style, and it's cool. I like it. This one. Yeah, it's good. It's a little bit too bright for me. These almost like, I don't know, moonstone or whatever. The gemstone, these white ones, they have this specific very nice. It's refraction. It's like light when we see it when light comes through. I think it's not reflection, and you may probably dial down the brightness to bring a little bit more of that sort of color, the natural color of this white opal. Okay. It's almost invisible on this one, for example. I would make them a little bit probably darker and bring that colors, that pattern visible. Because look at the further distance. Yeah, we almost lost it. It's bright enough since the background is dark, so you won't be losing much if you make them less bright and a little bit more like almost like a saturation and contrast to bring this pattern to visibility. I think it will be better. And I probably crop it like this, exactly like that. It's fine like that, you know, crop is easy, but yeah, for me this crop will work better. It's just enough background, all the features and the stuff on the background is visible, and a little bit more of the subject. So yeah, the metal is shiny. It doesn't have much dark stuff, but somehow I see it as a shiny because of the reflections and little dark details here and there at this line. And yeah, it works. It works. It doesn't look matte, so it's fine. Maybe when I'm uploading it on Facebook, it changed brightness system is looking better. Yeah, Anish, unfortunately, it's true. Of course, Facebook is kind of, it's not for photographers at all. Remember Google Plus? I don't know, did you play or not? They had great, you know, interface and everything for photographers. Huge photos. I used to love it. You know, guys, I had 2 million followers, more than 2 million followers on Google Plus. I was, you know, influencer. Then it's disappeared everything. Yeah, with all my followers. Okay, Facebook. And Facebook has this interface of, you know, 10 years old interface without changes. Man, it works fine for all of us since we are here. Okay, Anish, is it straight? Yeah, looks like. That's cool. It's hard to shoot white on white. I think you've done it well. Not sure about this background though. It's kind of okay. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's cattle, then something else. So yeah, I'm not sure. I like white ones for sure. It's done very well. You know, it's one of the best examples of how to shoot white on white, especially glossy. There is, you know, glossiness on this plastic, and you've done it really well. So cool. Very professional work. Thank you. Okay. Background Photoshop. Yeah, I understand it. Yeah, I understood that it was Photoshop. Thank you, Anish. Always pleasure to review your work. Darcy. Hello, Darcy. You're just a beginner, but you got pretty good result for beginner. Let's see. So you have this super cool camera. Expensive, nice camera. I'm sure the lens is quite expensive too. Now you need to invest a little bit more on your lighting if you want to shoot products more. Speed lights that you use, it's good that, well, you managed to use them, but it will be significantly easier for you to take cool pictures, not only with probably more powerful lights with modeling light, talking about studio strobes, but with the diffusers, that you can mount any way in around your subject. Diffusers not like this. Again, it's cool idea from hangers, you know. Yeah, this I get it. It's very clever, and I would recommend to do this. But your next step is to invest into professional diffusers, even with the same lighting. It will help you to fix many things here, because your lighting is not good. It's not powerful enough. Look at this. We see this. First of all, because you cannot bend diffusers. If you move your diffusers like this, you will eliminate this neck, how you call it, cut of your reflection. It's just the area, you know, where there was no diffuser. And if you make them like that, it's easy to make them like that if you can fix them using that, stick and clamp, special clamp. LED. Oh, this continuous lighting. Okay, so with continuous lighting, it's a little bit low light, even though the whole picture is fine. I'm talking about reflection. This reflection, it shouldn't be texture on them. It's either gradient. Gradient is the best. You didn't manage to make a gradient, good gradient here. Okay, but we see some like wrinkles, or when it's not overexposed, because in many cases such reflection, it's almost like white. It's overexposed. It may be good, maybe not, depending on how big it is. But ideal situation is to have gradient. You start doing correct. I mean, you have large diffuser, you have strip box, hopefully it's strip box behind it, but gradient didn't emerge. There is no gradient. Okay, this is not a gradient. It's just a gray sort of diffuser in this case. So you made something not right. Not sure exactly. But probably positioning of your light. Yeah, positioning. When you do it like this, there is no way to make a gradient. It will be just brighter area and then will be darker area. Gradient, if you look from top, this is top look, this is your diffuser, this is your light. So you make it like this. Okay, not like that, you make it like this. Brighter and then gradient. Again, I covered many times on my courses, right? I covered it. So you should know it. Angle, exactly. Captain Happy. Beautiful. Captain Happy, hello. Yes, angle, and then how we make gradient. It's different distance on different areas, different distance from the light on different areas of your diffuser. So when you angle, there is area where light is really close, and area, the opposite edge, where the light is far away, and this makes a diffusion. The gradient, and then we catch this reflection of the gradient on the subject, on the glossy subject. So you started correct way, but it's actually close to be gradient. You see, you start building gradient, but it's a little bit not enough. And again, you can manipulate with how you position those diffusers to make this neck without the cut. You know what? Sometimes it's okay to have cuts. They shouldn't be this way though. If you kind of move it further away, let's say if it's like a window, it's completely fine to have one reflection and then on the neck, on the vertical part of the neck, another reflection and then no reflection. It's more like from mimicking natural window, usually. When we do like this, it's cool to have, like little line. It's possible when you put them like this instead of that. You close the top. You can actually even do it with your existing setup. What else? Angle. Darcy, angle, you should straight. Remember when I was talking about ovals on previous shots? You see this line. This is the straight line, almost straight line. Here is a little bit of oval start getting the surface of the wine. You need to move camera either lower, even more lower, or a little bit higher. We need to have opening of the glass the same. It should be oval. Okay. Did you tell? 50 millimeters or so, maybe plus minus. I don't know. It looks like it's good enough. I mean, it's not super long lens to make such ovals. Just lower camera. For this one, probably I would lower camera a little bit more. Get closer. With wider lens, it's easier. Wide lens, you get in closer, lower, and then everything is arcs. Actually, even walls will be arc. You need to fix perspective distortion with like 35 millimeter lens, for example. So it look straight. But in return, you will have the volume. With wider lens, you will have the volume. You will have it will be no straight lines on such openings of cylinders. What else? Reflections, yeah, I would play with reflections. Light should be more, it could be brighter, lights. Because the biggest issue here, we see the pattern on the glass. It's not perfect glass, and with that amount of light, you can hide all these strange kind of spots and stuff. It doesn't look sexy at all, right? On the reflection, talking about spots on the reflection, on the bright reflection. With brighter light, more amount of your light, it will be eliminated. Okay. I tried other way first, but it was not good enough, so cheap lighting. Well, what do you mean other way? Yeah, too cheap lighting. lighting. You need to invest in lighting. But it's good. You get in there. Too big for gradient? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Too big for gradient. Agree. This one looks better because we don't see these patterns on the reflection, right? We don't see it. It's closer to gradient, the reflection from your diffusers here. So yeah, it's definitely look better. This is nice because it's glowing and there is refraction, which is nice. And the angle, the same thing, either higher or lower. And don't shoot straight in the middle. Yeah. Cool. Darcy, welcome to the group. I mean, you said you first. Maybe it's not your first, but anyway, it's good work. You know how to shoot. You definitely know. You still have things to learn, but yeah, get some light and more professional diffusers. Okay, Anish again. With this white on white. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. I love it. That's super cool. Very well balanced, It's not too dark, it's not too bright. White background. Very professional work. Whew. This guy looks like almost like rendering. The grapefruit, or how you call it? Pink orange? Red orange? Not sure. But yeah, it's that's perfect. Very well done. Very well done. Nice. The cool thing we have here, those reflections, is glossy. And glossy plastic you see on this one. Sharp reflection. Even though it's not black, there is like brighter and darker, but this type of reflection immediately gives us the idea that it's glossy, and this is super cool. And this one looks still okay because we have glossy enough, and we transfer the feeling from this part to that part, even though there is no reflections here on top. Some like a very soft gradient, but still it looks good. Nice. Oh, stock images. I see. Clever, yeah. Stock images for fruits. Yeah. Good. Not much I can critique here. Thank you, Anish. And another creation. So this one, yeah, I remember I've seen it like, wow, nice, but biggest question, what is going on here? It looks like a dirty stuff to me. Is it? Oh, so it's not processed. This is what it is. Okay. I guess so, because there is no reason. Do we have it final? No, you don't have it. Strange. I don't know really what is going on here. Other than that, it's okay. It's nice. But yeah, It almost looks like a test. You've been testing something, because this paper, bent paper, doesn't look good because of the seams a little bit. The subject itself, metal is fine. It's kind of your signature shiny metal. But the gemstones, this one and especially this one, it's again, maybe it's Facebook, but yeah, I don't see anything there. I feel that there is something there, you know, some colors like opal colors or mustone or whatever, but it's not visible. It's a little bit just like a bright, so I would work on them. Or I don't know, again, maybe it's Facebook. This one, it looks better, but there is no reflection on it, right? It's only refraction, so we don't see external surface. We don't see edges here on this green one. Little bit reflection on this side, and that's it. But it's not correct. They have the, you know, edges. They have cuts. Our duty as a photographer to show that how it was cut. Any gemstone, you know, the cut is important to show. It's done by getting reflections on it. You didn't get reflections, any. It's not good. I understand that here it may be not visible because it's white, almost white gemstone. This one, it should be visible. Okay. Firefly, AI background image. Oh, really? It just doesn't have cons? Okay, then it is. It's okay. I see now. Then you need to show it as well. It should be a reflection. Okay, any reflection will show the real shape. If it's no cuts, if it's just like a drop, you know, like a spherical sort of, then it should be reflection on the edge, like you know, that young moon or whatever you call it. Basically, the arc, sort of, that will show the shape of the reflection. Yeah. So still, reflection is needed. Cool. I don't know. Background. This background was the AI. That's what you're saying? It doesn't look like AI. Okay, guys, how many images do we have? Oh, oof. A long story. Let's get a little bit shorter. So, Anish, thank you. And one more from you. This background is super cool, and yeah, beautiful jewelry you're shooting. Lucky guy. Nice. Yes. Not much resolution, unfortunately, but what I see is really super cool. It's super bright, shiny, all these. Nice, very nice. I love it. There is nothing that I can tell you. It's beautifully blend with the gradient, with the background. Very nice. Yeah, the way that you blend, I like it. I really like it. So, thanks. Inspiration. Okay, Lisa got this Baileys. This bottle is so super cool to shoot because the shape you have nice without any cuts. You remember, like I was talking previously about, you know, having like a cut between the reflections because of the bottle of the shape. This shape is perfect, and you got super cool gradients. Guys, you can learn from Lisa how to make gradients. It's beautiful. It just wow. From, you know, what to improve. Well, you can do it in Photoshop. The shape, I understand it's a bottle shape. It's probably not your diffuser this way, but you can make it smoother. You know, there is little bit like almost like some sort of corners or whatever you call it. But this reflection, just smooth it out. It will look like render, but it's fine. It's almost look like a render in a good way. Okay. So yeah, see different gradient on bottle. Yes, this gradient is beautiful. And it's done. So one of them as is, right? I know which one. Yeah, this is how you do gradient. This is how you do gradient. Darcy, you put, it's like this, angle to the diffuser. And it's a strip box, it's a narrow light. Then it will be gradient. And if your diffusion material is thick enough, if it's heavyweight Savage, it will be beautiful. Okay. Yellow is Photoshop background, so this is Photoshop. Okay, yeah, you can still fix this little thingy. And yeah. Nice, very nice. Yeah, narrow strip box, that's definitely, it shouldn't be square strip box and angle. You're right. Okay, Richie, see you next week. Have a good rest of your day and week. Bye. Irish cream. So yeah, Lisa, good. I don't have much else to tell you. You may consider next time, you know, there is a way to, you know, to make it better, probably to Photoshop out these reflections that you have on this where the lens is, you know, the opening. I also may recommend you to probably try to open up a little bit the frontal area which faces the camera, front edge of the diffusers. If you open it, this may be thicker, and basically you may do, it's a little bit darker. And you know, the ideal shot like this is when you have gradient like that, and then the dark side of your diffuser, it will be so dark that we almost won't see the when diffuser actually ends and there is this black hole starts where the lens is and everything, the area without any diffusers or reflectors. Ideal, it's really hard to do it, because you know it should be contrast gradient, no spills, dark studio, and large diffuser, and all kind of stuff. But this is ideal. This is what you need to try to do. So this gradient should go all the way to dark. If you won't see the edge of the diffuser, and then the same. It starts from dark and then boom, boom, boom there. Okay, and on this side, I may even. What if you take away completely this diffuser from the left? So leave it dark and just work on the label. Again, it's nice. It's nice. I'm just telling you maybe what you can play with next time. Because this black line, it's okay, but it could be thick black line. Since you have edge light, you have gradient on the other side, it still may be okay. Anyway, there are different options and lots of learning, but the result is good. So Alex, you can use image in AI. Yes, thank you, Richie. I got it. Yeah, we'll use it. We'll see. I'll see what it will do. I'll post it, the video. Okay. Thank you, Lisa. Good work. Yeah, and this better. Background is better. This is gray background. Here it's darker with the yellow spot. Definitely, this is better. Yeah. Okay. So what else do we have? Raphael? Thank you. Guys, we have this challenge I'll announce it today. Okay, I'll send the mail. Where it should be splash without touching edges of your frame. So splash alone or with the subject, but like this. So Raphael, it's kind of cool. It looks really unusual. Where to start? So background is great. The subject that you choose, it's super bright yogurt. Okay, white, almost white can of that yogurt is flying, and then you have that dark, super dark, comparing to background and comparing to subject, the splash. Why it's so dark? This is the biggest how you call it, when it doesn't fit together, inconsistency, I would say, right? The splash, if you would should splash on this background without yogurt, will it look like this? I don't think so, because it would be brighter. There is no way that this tiny film, thin film of liquid in front of such spot will look that dark. And this is the biggest issue here. You need to blend all the pieces of your composition the way that we believe that it was done in one shot in reality. This is the beauty of and sadness of the product photography. Oh, sorry, of liquid splash photography. You really need to first make splash, different kind of splashes without subject, then you put subject without touching brightness of your background. You should subject alone, then you should subject with splashes hitting it. Here I don't see that it really hit the subject. I think it was done in Photoshop. So you put the splash and your yogurt, you married them digitally. It's okay if result is that cool that nobody can tell that it is, but I can tell something is not really fitting well. So this is my biggest concern, okay? Biggest critique for you. You need to blend all these pieces the way that we believe that it was done in one shot. It's super important. You have these little areas, this one, for example, like blurry, which doesn't make sense because the rest is kind of non-blurry there. And this is not blurry, this blurry. So, and this, I mean, you cut in corners, okay? You like, hey, I don't want to sit in Photoshop, let's make it like that, just blurry edges. It doesn't work. I mean, you're professional. If you try to sell this stuff, no way. It won't be accepted. You're playing whatever, this brand, it's probably multi-million-dollar business, Imagine that they get in this photography. It's not good. So shoot the way that, do your best. The blend should be done way better. You can do it. Or I suggest you to try to play with real stuff. Hang this bottle of your liquid, throw the yogurt, throw the liquid, see what's going on, combine them. It's easy to combine multiple throws of liquid done on real stuff. You just pick pieces which look great, impact of your liquid with the subject, and then kind of build it around in Photoshop from multiple shots. This is what I suggest you. Okay, Anish, good night, see you next week. It looks strange. Well, show us. You can always do, if you want more of brainstorming. Yeah, exactly. This is what I see. You can post a little bit more images. Liquid. Liquid is too dark. Plain water. I was thinking actually that is liquid with lots of dyes, some like a blue dye in it, because it looks dark. So you have everything. I mean, it should be all natural. Post more images if you want to add. Not right now, we have, I mean, ran out of time, but really post more images of what you got, impact, what you didn't like, so things that didn't work for you, post it as well. Yeah, for me it's very interesting to look at. Maybe I'll suggest you something. Okay, but in any case, this is good. This is impactful work, and I really just, you know, hard on you, because I know that I need to push you to do even better. You're constantly improving your work, so it's all good. Here you need to blend it way better. And yeah, brightness and the way that you blend. That's it. Okay. Thank you, Rafael. Okay. Whew, I did it. Guys, thank you so much. Almost 2 hours. Wow. So good work. Let's do more splashes next time. It's up to you, but you can accept the challenge. It's always fun to learn splashes. Okay. Have a good rest of your week. Mark your calendars. Next year you will see the meteorite, this, how you call it, starfall night. I think it's Pleiade, Persei, not sure. Persei, yeah, I think. They do it every year, and it's, if it's not cloudy, it's beautiful. It's like several per minute, you know, falling, if visibility is good. Anyway, guys, was glad to see your work. See you next Thursday. Have a good rest of your weekend, and yeah, it's basically all this Christmas stuff is coming, so have fun. Bye, guys. Goodbye.